So today I'm going to be talking about what I feel like are the top 5 struggles of being a young mother. Y'all, it's more than 5. It's probably about a billion struggles of being a young mother. But I'm just focusing on 5. But don't get me wrong, like no matter what age you have a child, it's gonna be difficult. You're gonna face challenges, whether you're married, whether you're single. It's a tough job being a mom. So I just feel like these are some of the struggles that I struggle with personally, and a lot of girls who have babies young also deal with. But just don't think I'm coming in here negative, all depressing. No, I'm going to be giving y'all tips and advice on how you can cope and, try to overcome some of these struggles. So keep watching if you want to find out. Number 1 on my list is finances. I feel like whether you have a child or whether you're on your own, finances are something that young people struggle with often because we're just getting started. We don't make that much money. We're trying to figure out what we want to do to make money. And we just not doing it yet. Like, we just don't have money. And so to add another person into that mix when you're already trying to figure out how you're going to take care of yourself is a challenge, bro. You now responsible for a person who has nothing to their name. They don't have no clothes, they don't have no food, they don't have nothing. You are their sole provider, and you can barely provide for yourself. And usually I've found when you're a young mom, you're trying to figure out, how do I get to the next step in life? What's next? And a lot of times you need money to get to that next step, whether it's paying to go to school or trying to get a car so you can get a good job, or trying to get a place of your own. It's hard financially, especially if you're a young single mother doing it all on your own. And shout out to you, girl, because that ain't easy. I've been there. I've done that. Anyways, so some of the tips and advice that I had to overcome finances when you're a young mother is you have to budget. You have to budget. That's something I need to practice on. I need to practice what I preach because I do not budget, y'all. But budgeting will help you so much. And you always need to put a little bit of money aside, save some money. So whenever something comes up, you have it. But with that said, there's ways that you can make money. It depends on how old you are. But get on Indeed, find you a job, have somebody help you create a resume. I'll help y'all create a resume. I'll have you looking poppin', have you, them employers wanting to hire you. Indeed, you can go sell plasma. You get like $25, $35 every time you go donate plasma. And I think you can do it like twice a week. Assistance is going to be your best friend. Do not be ashamed to get assistance. Don't be embarrassed. If they felt like you didn't deserve it or you didn't need it, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't qualify. It's there to help you so you can get to where you need to be. There's all kinds of state programs, like there's WIC, so that'll buy your baby some milk. There is food stamps and like Medicaid or something like that, so you don't have to pay for your baby's doctor visits. You can get food for your baby. And also when it comes to clothes, like go on Facebook Marketplace. People be selling clothes for cheap. Go on this site called Free Cycle. They sell free clothes. When I first had my daughter, I got a box like this big full of brand new baby girl clothes for free. I didn't have to buy nothing for her like the first few months of her life. There's plenty of like nonprofit organizations who are out there to help you. You gotta go and you gotta find them because it's there. That brings me to struggle number 2. Y'all like my nails? I did myself. Okay, anyways, not for real though. But that brings me to struggle number 2, which is relationships. Yes, so being a young mom definitely changes your relationships. Like, whether it's the relationships with your family, because a lot of times when you're a young mother, like family members will get upset because you're having a baby young. So there's that you have to deal with, that strain on those relationships. And then also the relationships with your friends change, because if your friends don't have kids, like they're not gonna understand what you're going through. You're probably not gonna get to hang out with them as much. Y'all are gonna be on 2 different pages in life. So it definitely changes your friendships. I feel like I wouldn't say that I lost a lot of friends when I had my child, but things did change. Like, the dynamics of my friendships did change because, like, I can't go out and get drunk every weekend. Like, I can't go party every weekend and, you know, just drop what I'm doing and go hang out and chill because I have my daughter. She comes first, and I'm not going to do her like that. You know, I'm not going to neglect her. And then, like, when I do want to go out, I have to make sure I have a babysitter or, you know, like, it's just different when you're a mom and your friends are young and they're just on a different page. And then the relationships with your child's father. Like, that's going to change your relationship. Even if y'all are still together or if y'all are apart, the relationship is going to change. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. Like, when you're young, like, obviously y'all not that old, so y'all haven't been together, like, no really long time. Y'all, she put a french fry in my hair. But anyways, like, y'all have not been together for no long time, so you know that person, but you really don't know that person. You don't know if y'all's values align, if y'all have, like, the same mindset, and if y'all really want the same things out of life. So a lot of times when you have a baby, like, that comes out, and those clashes are so great that it really drives y'all apart. It's stressful raising a kid because you have a baby every day. You're responsible for that baby. You're tired. Your hormones are all over the place, especially when you first have that baby, especially if you're dealing with something like PPD. Like, your partner is young. He's not going to understand that. He's going to try, like, to the best of his ability, but he's just not going to get it. And that will make y'all butt heads, and so much that it will drive y'all apart to where, like, sometimes things aren't fixable. And sometimes, like, people just realize they waiting over their heads. They may realize, like, wow, like, it's really hard to have a child. Like, I really have a whole child that I have to be responsible for. Like, I'm not ready for that. And, you know, sometimes people run from that situation. So my advice on that struggle is that, first off, if you dealing with a nigga and he ain't shit, girl, you need to let that man go. But no, really, I brought a mango at the store and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this in my video. No, but seriously, sis, like, you are way too young to be stuck with one man, especially if he's not doing you right. There are so many good men who will do right by you and your child. Do not stay stuck with one person just because you have a baby with them. Do not do it. The baby don't need to see it. It's not good. It's a not good, healthy relationship for them. You can co-parent. That's what you need to do if y'all don't get together, if y'all don't get along together. And secondly, I would say, just for the relationships with your friends, girl, make some mom friends. It's plenty girls your age out there who have babies. Be friends with them because they will get it. They understand what you're going through. Y'all can have fun with the babies. Y'all can go on mommy dates, play dates. Your kids can make friends too. Just mom friends are crucial when you are a young mom. They are your support system. But don't neglect your other friends too, you know, like, still make time to go hang out with them. You know, my thing is once a month I get time to myself where I can just go out. I can go spend the night with a friend, where I can go have fun, get drunk, and I don't got, like, no worries. So this brings me to struggle number 3, which is image. And when I say image, I basically mean, like, body image. Because when you are pregnant, your body goes through a lot of changes. And I mean, you probably deal with, like, body image issues whether you have a child or not. But pregnancy, like, makes that struggle even more of a struggle. Like, is what I'm trying to say. Because your body goes through a lot of changes when you're pregnant. Your hormones change. Like, your whole body changes. You carry a whole child. Like, for me, I struggle with the fact that I have stretch marks all up and down my hips, like, bad. And the fact that my titties is to my ankles. Okay, so, like, those are things that I had to get used to. Oh, and I have stretch marks on my stomach too. Those are things that I had to get used to. When I first had my baby, I had a little bit of postpartum depression. So it was so hard for me to look in the mirror and just accept who I was and how much I changed. Like, I would look in the mirror and it wasn't even my body that I was seeing. But now I'm like, oh no, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I'm gonna walk like a bad bitch, talk like a bad bitch, act like a bad bitch. I'm still gonna be a baddie, stretch marks and all. Y'all know what JT says.
Stripes on my ass, so he call us pussy cigar.
Seriously. And I know a lot of women do struggle with their weight after pregnancy, just because pregnancy weight is very hard to get rid of. It's easy to gain, it's hard to lose, and that baby stretches your stomach out. So a lot of women get like that mom pouch or pooch or whatever it's called on your stomach, and like it just won't go away, and it was never there before. So definitely body image is things that a lot of women struggle with, and you know, that's one that I'm still trying to learn how to deal with myself. But I say you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself, and you have to love who you are. You have to be confident. Like, love your flaws and all. Those are what make you. That's what makes you who you are, you know? And so also work out, take some time for yourself, work out, eat right. The keto diet is pretty easy. You still get to eat the good stuff. You eating like bacon and meat, and them are my favorite things, and vegetables. You just not eating sweets and carbs like potatoes and sugary stuff. So look into keto. It's a good diet. Like, it helps you lose weight quick. It's effective. It's healthy. Like, some people say like it's not healthy, but shit, I did it and I'm still alive, and like it got rid of my little tummy. So I recommend keto to people. Also, just give it some time, give it patience. Like, it took you 9 months to grow this baby, so you're not gonna just snap back like that. If you didn't just snap back like that, it takes time. So give yourself time to get back to your old self, because like I said, I got stretch marks. My stretch marks were super bad when I first had my baby, but now like they definitely not as bad as what they looked like when I first had her. And also, just know, like, some people might bash me for this, but girl, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100 at all times. One day down the future, not right now, because we know we all broke, you can always get some plastic surgery. You can always get some work done. So if your baby just really messed up something that bad, you can get it done 5-10 years down the road. Like, you can get it fixed. So struggle number 4 is judgment. Y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all have that one old lady in your family that act like she know everything because she done raised everybody and their mama in the family baby, and she telling you to put rice in the baby's, telling you to put cereal in the baby bottle and just let the baby cry it out, like all kinds of crazy stuff. Because I feel like because we're young, people feel like we don't know how to raise our kids, or we need all this advice and help. And I mean, at the end of the day, we've never done it before. So yeah, advice is helpful, but you're not going to tell me how to raise my child. This child came out of my hoo-ha. You're not going to tell me what to do with something that came out of my vagina. Like, no, it just don't work like that, sis. So you have to deal with a lot of judgment of people feeling like you don't know how to raise your child, you don't know what's best for your child. And honestly, you just smile, take the advice, and do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you're that mother's child. Nobody else is that child's mother. Tongue twister. And then also, like, for whatever reason, people just want to look down on mothers. Like, they act like motherhood is not natural. Like, we wouldn't be able to get pregnant if we weren't supposed to have babies. Like, as long as you're taking care of your child and doing what you're supposed to do, like, girl, do not be worried about what nobody has to say about you. Don't let nobody look down on you because you're young. It's in the Bible, even if you are a mother. Like, sis, keep doing you. Keep taking care of that baby. And just don't worry about people's judgment. People are going to talk regardless, but do you. And this brings me to my last struggle, which is guilt. I feel like a lot of the times we feel so guilty as mothers. Mom guilt is real. Like, if you take a day for yourself or you spend money on yourself, you feel bad because you feel like, well, that should be going to my baby. Like, we already don't have that much money. I should be spending it on my mom. And I feel like that's what sometimes we forget to do, is that as moms, we still matter. We are still important. We are still people. We are still a person aside from being a mother. And we have to remember that. Just like when I go out, I feel guilty because I feel like, oh, I should be at home. I should be with my baby. Or when I go to work, I'd be like, dang, like I'm spending too much time away from her. But at the end of the day, like our baby is good. Our baby is chilling. Our baby is happy. Like they're going to be happy to see us when we get back. So take care of yourself, because you can't take care of your child if you're not taking care of yourself. And I feel like it's a whole bunch of other struggles that I could talk about on being a mom, and a whole bunch of other advice that I could give y'all. But I'm going to end the video because I got to cook dinner. Struggle number 6, bonus struggle. But seriously, like, if y'all want me to do a part 2 on this video and give y'all more advice and talk about some more struggles on being a mom, go ahead, let me know. If you can relate to any of these struggles, or if you have any more advice, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments. And thank you for watching my video.